And so when I wrote this one, I wasn't thinking Christian stories at all. I was thinking about healing, or rather being healed and coming out of that. And then at what point do you feel fit and well enough to engage with the world out of whatever thing that was assailing you? And I suppose I'm talking about emotional healing here. Physical healing is that bit more obvious to people and that bit more relatable to people. So this short one I did write thinking about the times myself when I've come out of a period of healing, looking around the world at who else has been through this, who would relate to this that I've just been through. How could I find a language to describe it? And it was only when I'd finished writing it that the title suggested itself, and the title is Lazarus. So immediately I was thinking of someone brought back from the dead. But since most of us haven't had that, most of us have had times when we realize, actually, I wasn't well, and now I'm finding my way back. So this one's called Lazarus. When you rose, and I asked you to stand, all those kind hands pressing at your back, did you... No. Not alive enough yet. Not alive. As he left, and their tears taken in his cupped palms, you being brought to the door, showing in the sun, did you blanch, carrying the weight? They have not been dead. They only know the wonder of the miracle. You, cold in the marrow, frightened of the movement in your blood, wonder at this foreign heartbeat. Not alive enough yet. Not alive. That was Lazarus. So it kind of follows from that. This is written quite many years ago, and again, a similar thing. Only when I finished writing it did the title suggest itself. And the title for this one was Easter Sunday. I think I died on Friday. I cannot tell. You left me hanging. It was dark. The cloud drank the light like it was rain, and then it drowned me. Hanging, drowning. Now I'm quartered. Ha! They took my body. It wasn't mine to move, but they entombed me. Kind of them, really. The emptiness and sparsity became a chamber for my heart. Death has something of that curtain-rending feel, that convolution, valves parting. But I refuse to go. This passing will be a bud unfurling, I decreed. A bloody palm print upon the stone, because nothing comes free of work. I passed through the door that had no wall or door to it at all, the blue blood drinking in the air. On Sunday, I arose. That one's Easter Sunday. And those are all the poems I chose to read today, apart from one, which is on a different vein altogether. Although, then again, talking about that, it does mention It does speak of angels in a way. It's one that I wanted to offer you or try out today because it's one that I'm still kind of working on. It's nearly finished. I want to get it right. So I want to test it on people and see how it feels once it's actually hung in the air and think, oh, does it hold up? So if you've got any thoughts on it, I'd be more than happy to hear them. I see it speaks to our times, things that are happening now. It may even be a little bit previous to write it now and read it now, but we'll see. I've called it the helpers and the healers. And it's for everybody who's out there doing what they can to keep us going. The helpers and the healers did not go to war. They didn't march to battlefields or storm another shore. They were there for the powerful, they were there for the poor, but the helpers and the healers did not go to war. The helpers and the healers did not go to fight, to hold off some invader, to defend the right. They worked to bring us through an horrendous night. But the helpers and the healers did not go to fight. They were there at the counters, at the shelves, at the wheel. They were there with the mops and the wipes and the meal. They were there as first responders with the public appeal to keep us safe and get us through this terrible ordeal. They were there in the wards. They were there amongst the beds with a cloud of infection in the air around their heads. They were there for the weakened, they were there for the dead, while hands were joined to clap out thanks, too deep to be said. The helpers and the healers did not go to die, but they went without protection for the hand, the lung, the eye, and they did all they could do. We watched them falling by and by into sickness, into death, though they were not meant to die. The helpers and the healers have gone out to care for the burning and the fevered and those gasping for air, and for the many lost, it was they who were there because the helpers and the healers had all gone out to care. So no, the helpers and the healers did not go to war. They didn't march to battlefields or storm another shore. They were there for the powerful, they were there for the poor, doing only what was in their hearts to do. Nothing more.